If you are planning to do your NYSC in Abuja, then you definitely need to listen to this. Although, I must give you a disclaimer, it's been about, 6 years, 6 to 7 years. My goodness, I'm old. I am an old woman. It's been almost 7 years since I was in the camp myself, so some of this might be outdated, but yeah. I just randomly remembered that there were a lot of condoms on the ground. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I should probably rate this thing R. I don't know if your children are listening. Sorry, guys. But for some reason, I just remembered that, yeah. It was like, and you find them like on the field. Goodness. Like, I don't understand it. Like, is that, never mind. Anyways, other than that, the second thing you need to know is that the MASA is terrible. If you have never eaten MASA in your life, please do not eat the MASA at NYSC Camp, Abuja. Like I said, the one I ate 7 years ago was bad, Like, I don't know about now, but I'm working off of information from that time. But one thing you should definitely eat is the starch and banga. I don't know if it's the same people who were there, but yeah, try that. That was really nice. I remember that one. Third thing you need to know, don't bother trying to wash your own clothes yourself. Just give them to the dry cleaners. It's easier and you run less of a risk of your stuff getting stolen. I'm pretty sure I lost stuff hanging on the line in camp. I don't remember exactly what, but yeah. And besides, everybody has like white. Like, everybody's wearing the same thing. So even if your stuff doesn't get stolen, you can easily just lose them or whatever. Tip number 5. Was it 4? Old age. Join OBS. Now, OBS is the orientation broadcasting service, something like that. It comes with its own perks, right? I don't remember exactly what all the perks were, but I do remember that all of the people I was with at OBS, we ended up being in the same CDS. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember like the subsection of, I think it was the editorial CDS. Yes. And they were really cool people. But apart from that, I was posted to the place I wanted to work at because I was at OBS. So there was this thing where they asked us to write our names and the places we wanted to work. And I mean, I didn't think it was serious, right? I thought that, they're just trying to boo-boo us or whatever. But I figured, yeah, it couldn't hurt. And I already knew I wanted to work at People's TV, a TV station in Abuja. So I just put that down. And surprise, surprise, I got posted to People's TV. So, yeah. Although I must warn you, though, it's better for you to go to OBS only if you have like an interest in broadcasting or media, because, dude, they're gonna see through you. They'll probably not punish you or anything, but yeah. Let's see. Tip number 6. Okay, I don't know if I have a tip number 6. Oh yeah, tip number 6. Expect lots and lots of long freaking lines. If for some reason you went to university where you didn't stand on long lines, my goodness, this might be a shock to you, but like you will stand on a lot of lines. You need to get food, stand on a line. You need to open an account, stand on a line. You need to get your shoes, stand on a line. And these lines are really long. And because Nigerians are so unruly, you're going to have people cutting the line and all that annoying stuff. In fact, I have gist for you. So, there was this day when we had to open accounts because you have to open like an NYSC account where your allowee is going to be paid into. And I got on the line, right? One of these really long lines as usual. And when I think there was just 1 or 2 people in front of me. And then these 3 huge guys came and stood in front of me, like right in front of me. Lord. For context, right? The sun was hot. I had been standing on this line for only God knows how long. And these guys were probably about twice my size and twice my height. I lost it. I freaking lost it. And I started, like, the thing with me is, like, when I start talking, like, when I'm really pissed, my mouth just runs like a tap. I don't know what it is that I said. I don't remember. But my mouth was running like a tap that you can't stop. And I told these guys to literally just get out of this place. I accused them of being bullies. And, I mean, you're not ashamed of yourself. You're seeing someone that's like half your size and you're trying to come and chance me. And then one of them was like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to beat you or something like that. You will beat me today. I told this guy that, look, you're going to have to beat me up. You are going to have to beat me up. I was ready to get beaten that day because one thing I know about myself is I am generally patient, right? I don't want to say I'm a very patient person. I don't know. I'm generally patient. I'm generally tolerant. But I have a threshold. You do not want to cross that threshold. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, little me with my mouth, I kept on running it. And eventually they left. I don't remember if they apologized, but they obviously were not going to beat me there. Yeah. So that, my friends, is a lesson in standing up to bullies. I will not recommend it unless you are 100% sure, because if you are not sure, it's going to be clear. If you are afraid, it's going to show. That moment, I was not afraid. I was ready to get beaten. Anything that will happen will happen today. That was my state of mind. So yeah, those are some of the things you might expect if you're going to camp. Hopefully there'll be no bullies where you're at, but hey, I think there are bullies in every corner of the world, but yeah. Oh, I just remembered something else. Okay, now I don't even know what I'm going to title this episode. How do I talk about this without being disrespectful? So there was this Muslim lady, right? Now I feel like I'm gossiping with you. Gosh, even though you don't know who this person is. Guys, I don't know if I tell you about this, would that be gossiping or backbiting, even if you don't know who the person was? I don't, like, if I saw her today, Seth, I wouldn't recognize her. But the bottom line is there was a dancing hijabi, like shake your bum bum kind of dancing. And it was on stage. It was an event in camp, and I remember the Muslim students just being very upset about it. Like, oh my goodness, if she wanted to do that, she should just have taken her hijab off, and yeah, all of that. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, that whole statement of, oh, she should have taken her hijab off. But I mean, one thing I do know is, like, it wasn't proper. You know, especially when she was dancing. You know, it's like, just imagine like a girl in hijab twerking or something. Yeah, it was a bit iffy. But on a serious note, like, when things like that happen, what's the right way to approach it? What do you think is the right thing to do? Like, in fact, this conversation, let us stick to Instagram. Let's stick to Twitter. I beg. Mention me, enter my DM, whatever. Just let me know what you think. In that kind of situation, what do you think the right thing to do is? Because honestly, I don't have the right answer. I don't know if you're supposed to go talk to the lady and say, sister, just hug her and take her off the stage and say, sister, don't do that. Please don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. What would you do? Would you talk to her afterward, after the fact? Yeah, I don't know. Because the one thing I'm definitely not comfortable with is, you know, talking about something that someone is doing, you know, especially another Muslim. Talking about them in a bad light, you know, in the moment. I don't know. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird. And I think that, like, these are things that are going to keep happening, whether it's on social media or in real life, whatever it is. Someone doing something they shouldn't be doing, basically. And they're embarrassing themselves and embarrassing the community as well. So how do you handle that? Because with things like this, I feel it's better to approach with love. You could be misunderstood even if you approach with love, but I think it's better to approach with love than being all harsh and mean and you're terrible and you're this and you're blah. Yeah. After that evening though, I don't know what happened. I don't know if anyone talked about it. And after that, probably, maybe, I don't know, but yeah. It was kind of weird for me to talk about this and bring this up, but and I think that's where I'm going to wrap this episode up so it doesn't get too long. Thank you, as always, for listening. Holler at me on Instagram and Twitter. Instagram at Korayday, Korayday. Twitter at I am Korayday. And if you haven't been following me, then you might not know that right now I am developing a feature film titled With Difficulty Comes Ease, and it has a Muslim lead character. And yeah, it's set in the world of Muslim peoples. Yeah, pretty interesting. And I need all the support I can get. I need you to spread the word. I need you to give me money when the time comes. I will ask you for money. Maybe. Well, in the meantime, if you don't have money or whatever to give me, just pray for me. Pray that I get one huge sponsor or something, or many huge sponsors, so I can make this film. I'm making it for you. Yeah, I'm making it for you. And for me too, but I'm making it for you. For the most part. Bye.